Hey class, today we're going to be talking about opinion in academic writing. Now, when it comes to opinion in academic writing, it is something we typically want to avoid. And this is not to say that none of your writing can ever have opinions, because of course it can. Your reflections that I ask you to do, any sort of exit tickets or bell ringers with discussion questions that ask for your opinion, obviously need your opinion. However, when we're writing essays and other forms of more academic writing, we need to try to avoid talking about our opinions directly or indirectly. Now, what does that look like? Well, let's say I'm writing about a class, and I say, the class was very fun because of all the activities that were present. Okay? That is not backed up by any sort of fact or data or anything like that. That is my opinion as the writer. What I should say is either exclude that completely or get an interview with the teacher or with the students and say that the majority of the students find the class fun and entertaining because of the many activities. Okay, now I'm not saying my opinion. It's not my opinion that the class is fun. It's the students' opinion that the class is fun, right? So we're talking about someone else's opinion. It is important as a writer that you are not writing about your opinion or your judgments unless specifically asked to. This means that you can write about other people's opinions and you can write about other people's judgments or other people's thoughts, but you need to keep a lot of those personal opinions and judgments and things like that to yourself and not have them come out in your writing. Another more subtle example is if I said in the same essay about a class, the teacher offered multiple extra credit opportunities because the students' grades were so low. That sounds like I'm just speaking about facts, right? The teacher's offering extra credit assignments and the students' grades are low. But I'm not, because in reality, me saying that those students' grades are low is a judgment, right? Those grades could all be B's and C's, or they could all be B's or something, and I, the writer, am saying that those are low, which is not everyone's opinion, right? That is my opinion as a writer. We don't know because there's no data to back up the fact that they're low. But if I said the teacher believes that the students' grades are low enough that they need the extra credit help, or they need the help from extra credit assignments, now whose opinion am I talking about? I'm not talking about my judgment. I'm not saying the grades are low. The teacher's saying the grades are low, right? So now we're talking about someone else's opinion, someone else's judgment. This idea needs to come out whenever you're talking or whenever you are writing in any sort of academic sense. And it also needs to come out and help you when you're reading other people's things. Like if you're reading a news story, you need to be able to notice when they're saying things that are opinion rather than fact. Okay? Now, for today's assignment, we are going to spend about 7 to 10 minutes writing a 5-sentence story about something that happened over the weekend. It doesn't need to be exciting. You can talk about eating lunch with family or watching TV or chasing your dog around the house. Okay? Just 5-sentence story, and you need to avoid writing any sort of opinions or judgment in that story. Right? You as the writer, even though you were a participant in that day or that activity, you as the writer cannot express your opinions. You can't say oh, we watched a really good TV show, because by saying it's a really good TV show, you are expressing your opinion. But if you say we watched a TV show that my sister thought was really good, now you're expressing your sister's opinion rather than yours, the writer. Okay? So we're going to spend some time doing that, and then we're going to discuss each other's, right? Have some people volunteer to read theirs, and try to see if we can help each other really narrow down and not have any sort of opinions in their writing. Okay? If you guys have any more questions, just, message me, let me know, and good luck.